Tonight, attention is focused on Houston, Texas, where a fatal immigration enforcement operation has sparked growing protests, calls for an independent investigation, and renewed national debate over federal immigration policy. The incident involves Lorenzo Salgado Arojo, a longtime Houston resident who died during an immigration customs enforcement, or ICE, operation earlier this week. According to officials, federal agents were conducting an enforcement action when a confrontation occurred involving a white work van driven by Salgado Arojo. ICE has stated that agents discharged their weapons after they believed they faced an immediate threat during the encounter. However, family members, attorneys, and community advocates strongly dispute that account, saying Lorenzo was simply on his way to work with several employees, including his brother, when the incident unfolded. The Harris County Medical Examiner has ruled the death a homicide, meaning it resulted from the actions of another person. That determination does not assign criminal responsibility, and multiple investigations remain ongoing. Video captured before the shooting has circulated online, showing the work van being pursued by unmarked vehicles before stopping. Authorities have not yet released body camera footage or all available evidence related to the incident. Lorenzo Salgado Arojo had reportedly lived in the United States for more than 3 decades, operating a construction business and supporting his family. His 3 sons are U.S. citizens. Speaking publicly, his son Ronaldo described his father as a hardworking man devoted to his family. He said his father spent years building homes throughout the Houston area while working toward legal immigration status through official channels. Ronaldo also said the family first learned about his father's death through social media reports before receiving formal notification from authorities. Family attorneys have also raised concerns about delays in identifying and releasing Lorenzo's body, saying he initially arrived at the hospital as a John Doe after personal identification was reportedly removed during the investigation. The family's legal team says they are seeking full transparency regarding every stage of the incident. Meanwhile, protests continue to grow across Houston. Hundreds of demonstrators gathered outside City Hall, demanding accountability and calling for an independent investigation into the shooting. Many participants carried signs honoring Lorenzo while urging elected officials to examine ICE enforcement practices. Houston Mayor John Whitmire addressed the case, confirming that city officials have requested evidence from federal investigators so local law enforcement can conduct its own review. The mayor emphasized that the community deserves transparency and said Houston's immigrant population remains an important part of the city's identity. ICE officials have defended their decision not to release additional details immediately, saying the investigation must proceed before conclusions are reached. Border security officials also urged the public to wait for all available evidence, including body camera footage and surveillance video, before drawing final conclusions. At the same time, immigration advocates argue that independent oversight is necessary to ensure public confidence in the investigation. Civil rights organizations have also expressed concern over reports involving additional individuals who were present during the incident. Attorneys representing the family say several witnesses remain in immigration proceedings and have urged federal authorities to ensure those individuals remain available to cooperate with investigators. The incident has quickly become part of the broader national debate over immigration enforcement under the Trump administration. Several Democratic elected officials have called for an independent federal investigation, while others have renewed calls for significant reforms to immigration enforcement policies. Supporters of the administration, meanwhile, argue that ICE officers perform dangerous jobs and deserve the opportunity to present evidence through the investigative process before judgments are made. As the investigation continues, both federal and local authorities say additional information, including forensic evidence, witness interviews, and potentially body camera footage, will be reviewed before any final conclusions are announced. For Lorenzo Salgado Arojo's family, however, the focus remains on remembering the man they knew. His son says he wants people to remember his father not for the way he died, but for the life he lived, a husband, father, business owner, and hardworking member of the Houston community who spent decades supporting his family. This remains a developing story, and investigators continue working to determine exactly what happened during Tuesday morning's operation. You're listening to our National Affairs Bulletin. Thank you for listening, and stay tuned for more national and international news throughout the day.